And I went into the supermarket and I said to her, why do you constantly separate my groceries? You put this in front and this over here, no matter what I put on the counter. She says, well, you have to pay tax on that. I said, why? She says, you live in the Bronx. I said, I live in the Bronx. I was living in Riverdale. I didn't know it was the Bronx. When I looked at the map, it looked like an extension of Manhattan, you know, that kind of thing. It was very funny. My name is Ita Aber, and yes, I wrote a book, The Art of Judaic Needlework, 40 years ago. It's still being used, and was very active in the community here in all these various and sundry things, both secular and religious, when it came to politics and helping politicians to help Israel or to help whatever was going on here. And two out of our three children live in Israel with grandchildren and stuff. We're all over the place, so we've done a lot of traveling back and forth. My husband became ill about 6 years ago in Israel, so he is now living at the Hebrew home across the way. And I moved in here to be close by. So I'm there all the time. But that doesn't stop me from doing needlework. It doesn't stop me from teaching at the Riverdale Senior Services, or I was teaching for a couple of months just now. Got through a few weeks ago at SAR, teaching little girls to use a curved surgical needle for needlework, and got them all enthused and excited about what they're going to do and all that kind of thing, which is very nice. One of the things we did, of course, was we started SAR Academy, Josh and I with a few friends, and the rest, as they say, is history. And we were involved with the Riverdale Jewish Center at the time. There weren't too many other synagogues. There wasn't a conservative synagogue then yet, or Reform, any of that stuff. And it was a very nice community. It was very nice, it was very pleasant. And we had young children. So we started a school at the Riverdale Jewish Center. And then we realized that for the next grade, people wanted their children to go off to private schools like Fieldston and Horace Mann. So we sent two kids to Manhattan Day School for a year in Manhattan. And they traveled with some children from here who were going there. And then we decided we got to start a school. So we started SAR Academy. And that school is now 50 years old, and the rest is history. Well, of course, I was always doing needlework. I had been doing that a whole lifetime. I grew up with that. And I was teaching at the Jewish Museum. So a few of the people who were there came from Riverdale. And we started the Pomegranate Guild of Judaic Needlework over 50 years ago. And it started at my dining room table with people like Cyril Waletsky and others who were well-known writers and whatever. And she came up with the Pomegranate name, and we still have her logo on all the stuff that we use. But to me, what's exciting is that the organization has chapters in Canada and all over the United States. In Israel, and it started in Riverdale with a handful of people. Well, you have a lot of good choices, whether you're looking for a school, a synagogue, convenience to Manhattan, accessibility to the subway to get to New York, whatever. I mean, it's just, the location is fantastic for many, many things, and it still is. Curiously enough, it still is. It's very nice.